Hi, good day to you folks, beloved friends, family. This is Ian Wiltshire here. Today I'm going to give you, in March, I think the 22nd of March, I want to give you some ideas about when do you think, when do you know that you are enlightened? Because in my meditation, I was giving this some thought and some information was sort of downloaded into me to know that, to share with you when you know that you are enlightened. So that you could take part in the ascension. And the ascension, anyone can really take part in this ascension, anybody. No one is excluded. So let me give you some of the tips or some of the reasons, or some of the signs that you know that you are enlightened. Sign number one, you know that you are enlightened if you feel love and compassion for yourself and for everybody else around you. You know, no matter what they say or do unto you, simply just feel love and compassion for them. Then you know that you are enlightened, because this is your natural state. Your natural state is to feel love and compassion for humanity and for yourself, because that is what God is. You know that you are enlightened if you wake up feeling joy and that you have positive feelings within yourself, within your heart, and you know for sure that everything's going to be all right. You know that you are enlightened if you feel one with Gaia, the earth, Mother Earth, and you can talk to earth, and you can know, because if you accept the fact that the earth is a living organism, and that you just simply one with the earth, you know, that you do not put the earth as here and you are aspiring to go to heaven, because the earth is a place of heaven. Heaven is actually where you are. You know that you are enlightened if you realize that death is not the end of things, and that you are merely passing over onto the other side of the veil, and that you are simply leaving the body that you're focused on at the moment, right? You're focused into your body, and you are not your body. If you realize that you're not your body, that this is only a smaller part of you, and the greater part is on the veil on the other side. And then you know for sure that you are enlightened. You know that you are enlightened if you realize that that Source Creator, God, is living within you, is part of you, and that you are also a creator being. You're also creating your life. You're creating your reality. And if you realize it without question, then you know that you are enlightened, because you know for sure God, with all its wonderful attributes, his wonderful attributes, is living within you. And you know that, and then you know that you're enlightened. You know that you are enlightened if you're going through a lot of physical issues and you think, oh, no, how can I be going through this with headaches, flus, colds, cancer, whatever it is. And you realize one thing, everything's going to be all right. And if you realize that everything is going to be all right because you are creating this reality, and you have all the power within you to be in a state of health and well-being, then you know that you are enlightened. You know that you are enlightened if you don't feel any separate feeling between you and your fellow human beings. That you don't feel, oh, I'm enlightened, I'm going to be part of the ascension, and I'm going to leave my human beings behind. No, that is not a sign of enlightenment. And sign of enlightenment is you are part of the human race. And you could be very sad if you ascended and you left your fellow human beings behind. The thing is everybody's going to ascend on his own agenda, on his or her own agenda, and there'll be no need for anybody to fear that, because when our planet Earth ascends into the fifth dimension, and we also ascend to the fifth dimension, this is an automatic thing. This is something that's been planned over eons and eons, and it's going to take place within our time, and pretty soon, starting at already from the 20th of March, of course. And you know that you are enlightened if you feel the excitement of this change into the fifth or more dimensions. And so you know for sure that you're enlightened. You know that you are enlightened if you sometimes feel crowded and you do not feel okay with other people because they're in three-dimensional conversations, and you realize that you just can't take part in this three-dimensional conversations, this reality on earth sort of conversations, that you can't do that, that your desires are far ahead, far above, that you realize that this is not everything. You know then that you are enlightened. You know that you are enlightened if you do not fear death, and if you do not fear demise, and if you realize that you are an eternal being, that you were millions of years ago there, and that you've been reincarnated over and over again on your own choice, that there's no such thing as karma. You have, it was your own choice. And you know that you are enlightened if you know that you have free choice, and that you will have no detrimental consequences of your free choice on the other side. Good, you may suffer some consequences on what you decide. The side of the veil, that's possible, because whatever you do, it does come back to you. These are certain laws, physical laws, of course. But you will not be judged for what you are doing on the other side of the veil. And if you know that, then you are enlightened. Nobody's going to be judged. There is no judgment for anybody, because the Prime Creator is not a judgmental God as we have made him up to be. Prime Creator and God within us loves us unconditionally. And if we have this unconditional love also for others and for ourselves, then we are in alignment with Prime Creator. And then you know that you are enlightened. These are the few things that that just came to me this morning, and which I'm just passing over to you. And remember, the world we are living in right now is simply a matrix. It is not the real thing. It is only a dual reality where you can experience the contrast. The contrast between love and fear, and where you can choose eventually, ultimately, then you can choose love, and that you do not have to choose fear. So, we've been controlled for centuries and centuries by beings who wanted to control humanity through fear, and through proclaiming judgmental gods and stuff like that. And now you know that you are enlightened, because you do not believe that anymore. You do not hold on to that anymore. And another thing, you know that you are enlightened if you realize there is only the eternal moment of now. There is no past, there is no future, there is only the now. Right now is the most important time, the most important time of life. And if you realize that it's only in this moment of now that you are creating your reality, then you are enlightened. So I wish you all a happy ascension as you are ascending to the fifth dimension or beyond. Blessed be, and I wish you all the joy and all the love and all the adventure and all the fun you can have. Thank you very much, and see you again. Bye for now.